welcome back to my channel and another Topic Tuesday here. Today's topic is your top 10 work appropriate nail polishes. And trust me, I'm gonna make this fun, okay? Don't click out. I kind of sat and had to ponder, like, what does that mean? Because everybody's job is different, everybody's job scope is different. There are some jobs that don't even let you wear nail polish. I think like food service is a big one where you probably can't or shouldn't. So I was like, okay, what do I do here? Because I don't really work in a job that requires like quote unquote professional colors. I do work in an office, but literally nobody cares what I do. They're just like, oh good, she showed up, I guess. Like, I don't know. They're just like, she's here, that's fine. Nobody cares where I work because I'm not really customer facing. Even at my last job when I was in sales and I was customer facing, my customers always liked my nails. Even when they'd call me in the office, they'd be like, what color are your nails today, Hillary? So like, I don't know if the world is just changing or maybe I'm just not in the right professions, but it's never really affected me. I don't think I'd survive in a place where that was part of the rules, but some people do have that rule. And so I thought I would kind of take the perspective of somebody who works maybe in a more formal office or an office that expects the traditional professional colors. And so I decided to split this in half. I've chosen 5 of my like kind of go-to more professional colors that maybe I don't wear these to work necessarily, but maybe things that are a little bit more upscale or require a little bit more like tone down or formality, or like if I'm going to a funeral, like these are the colors I wear. I guess that's pretty much it. Those are the only times I wear like super low-key colors on purpose, is if I'm going to a funeral or a job interview. So these are my funeral / job interview colors. And those will be the straightforward ones. And then the other 5 are going to be ones that are kind of work colors, but with a twist to them. Something a little fun, a little jazzy, so you can kind of toe the line in your office. So if that sounds fun to you, stick around because I have 10 different colors and swatches of all of them. So the first one, you guys are just gonna be so annoyed. Say it with me. It's Essie's Chin Chili. Like, this is one of my go-to neutrals, one of my go-to just like professional, chill, toned down colors. I can't even begin to count how many people have messaged me or commented and said, I bought Chin Chili because of you. Like, Essie needs to cut me a percentage of the sales of this polish because I'm just doing the good work out here and telling everybody you need this in your life. It's just a taupe cream, and you know, Chin Chili, it's like a cool toned chinchilla color. Like it literally looks like a chinchilla. So I really like this color, and it's very neutral for the office. I tend to wear like neutral colors in my office, like all like black clothes or something like that. And so it kind of goes with just about everything I own. And I mean, I think most workwear for most people is pretty neutral, but yeah, I feel like this would go with any outfit. Next, we have OPI's Bubble Bath. Now, this is a OPI staple. A lot of people in their like must-haves or top 10 OPIs, this seems to be kind of one that is not universal, but a lot of people really, really like this one. And I remember when I first saw it, I was like, I don't want that. But then I bought it because I felt like I had to. And this has a lot of uses that I just didn't expect. It really gives you a very put together look on your nails because it's quite sheer, kind of like a jellyish formula. You can build it up to be a little bit more opaque, but it's still pretty sheer. And I feel like it just makes it look like very clean, very put together. You know, it's kind of like a no makeup, but for your nails. I rarely wear this alone. I typically like to use this as a base for nail art because it can give that kind of negative space look while also making your nail just look a little bit cleaner, because my nails are very stained, very yellow, and they get cracked. And so something like this can really detract from that sort of a thing. And again, you can wear it with anything. You can wear anything with anything. I mean, who's going to stop you? But then we have Zoya Jill. If you've been on my channel for any amount of time, you know that this is my job interview color. I've said this many a times. It's like half or maybe even 2/3 gone. It's kind of mauvey, like it's like a super dusty mauve. And this is just my professional power color. This is one that if I had an important meeting in my last job where I just wanted to kind of look a little bit more, maybe not obnoxious, like I would wear this. And this is just, it's pretty easy to get your hands on. I think it's a pretty staple Zoya color. And I love the way this looked on my longer nails. I guess my nails are kind of on the longer side now, but it's just a really nice color and it doesn't attract too much attention, but again, it really looks clean cut and put together. That's like going to be a trend for these first 5 is clean cut, put together. Next, I have another Essie. This is Eternal Optimus. And you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and say 80% of Essie's main line are just like workwear colors. I like that it's like it's a brighter kind of pink than the other colors that I've showed you, but it's dusty. So it still kind of mutes it out and doesn't call too much attention to it. I know some people who aren't used to wearing loud colors on their nails or really much color at all can feel a little bit awkward when they're first wearing bright colors on their nails, probably in the same way that when I first put on a red lipstick for the first time, I felt like everybody was staring at my face and being like, oh my God, what is she doing? I imagine it's kind of a similar feeling to that. But I feel like wearing kind of these dustier, muted versions of brighter colors is a great way to incorporate just a little pop of fun in your work life without, again, drawing too much attention to your nails. And then for something a little bit edgier, but still very much professional, this is more of a category. I wrote down something dark, but not quite black. And I pulled 2 examples for you. And this, in the like on screen, it's going to straight up look black. And this is Linkin Park After Dark. If you know, you know. When you paint it on your nails, it looks like a very, 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 very dark purple. And I mean, that's what it is. That's why it looks like that. But in the bottle, it just looks straight up black. But it's got that kind of like edgier, kind of vampy, but still very professional work look. And then if you're not comfortable going this dark, but you do want something a little bit deeper, this is Fig by Static Nails, and it's kind of like a purpley brown. It's almost like a darker, much darker version of Chinchilli, just kind of like that taupey color, but with like just a splash of purple in there. And so I think that if you wanted to do something darker, something like this would really work. Okay, now that we got the boring normal colors out of the way, I mean, they're not boring. I like them. Obviously, I have them and I wear them. They have their place. But let's get into the fun workwear colors, the work with a twist kind of a color. And out of the 5 that I have for you, I'm going to start with the safest one, and that's Loud Lacquer's Sybil. I got this in a 4-pack. They have like curated bundles, and I got it on like super sale. And I bought that bundle solely because I wanted the other colors in the bundle. And then I actually liked this one the most. Because when I first got it, I straight up thought, I was like, oh, it looks similar to OPI's Bubble Bath. I'm like, whatever, it's just a very sheer pink cream. Do not care. But then I swatch everything for my videos and like my haul videos. And so I had to swatch it and I started painting it on. I was like, oh my God, what is that? Like there is a blue shimmer running through it. And then when I got in the sun, it became so much more apparent. And I was like, okay, wait. I love this and I really like this. It's a good like work appropriate color with a twist in its most like basic form. It's a blue shimmer. It's not groundbreaking or anything like that, but I really like it with this color. And I think you could really wear this to a lot of professional events and get away with it. The second one I don't have in yet. It's in transit to me. And if I don't get it in time to swatch it and put in this video, I'll pop up some swatch videos that were on the Facebook group. But this is from Polish Pickup. This is Pampered Polish's My Bugs, My Bugs, My Bugs. It was inspired by Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas. And this polish, at its base level, when you look at it, it's just a nice wash of like a light, like nudish tone. And it has some colorful flakies in there, but nothing too much that screams like, look at me, you know. It might catch somebody's eye if you're handing them a file at work, but aside from that, people aren't really going to be drawn to it. But this one glows in the dark, and I've never seen a polish like this. I'm sure there are more nude tones out there that do glow in the dark, but I just haven't noticed them before. And so this one, it just screamed my name. And all I could think of was like, imagine that you wore this to work and you had to go to some meeting where they had to like turn on the lights and like put on a video or like some kind of PowerPoint or something, and your nails are just like glowing in the conference room. That's never happened to me before. But yeah, I think that that's like, it's subtle enough that you can wear, but you kind of have that like secret little like, haha, it glows in the dark kind of thing. Next, I think I have the most obnoxious of the bunch. Like this one, you will be towing the line the hardest if you have some kind of a nail dress code. And that is Great Lakes Lacquer's Who, and this is inspired by Blathers from Animal Crossing. And this is like a reddish brown base. So like the base itself, very work appropriate, very neutral. But I'm sure you guys can see it is loaded with shimmer. It's like a greeny, yellowy red shimmer. And so, like I said, I'm really towing the line here with this one if you have a stricter work office. But sometimes you need to just have a little fun, you know? And I really like this one. I think the base is, like I said, super work appropriate, but I feel like most people could get away with that shimmer. Because even though it's like a shimmer, I feel like it's not super bright. I feel like it's still a deeper color, so maybe it's not as noticeable in my mind. Number 4 on the kind of like funner colors is Ilnp's Tombstone. Now, when you're looking at it from this distance, you probably can't see too much going on with it. It just looks like a light, soft, kind of heathery gray cream. But when you look up close, and I think when it's on the nail and the light is hitting it right, you can see not only are there like tiny little hollow flakes in there, but there's also these shards, these really, really minute shards of rose gold running through it. And against that really light gray, it's really delicate, really pretty. And even though it's something fun, I think it's soft and delicate and subtle enough that it does read very work appropriate. Even if people can tell that there's, you know, glitter in it, it's not over the top glitter. It's professional glitter. It's working glitter, okay? And then last but not least, I have another just kind of category for you, and it's any weird color that is also on the muted side, because I feel like funky colors that are just muted or dusty, you can really turn them into working professional, you know, and leave it to me to pick the nastiest looking colors. But, you know, I just feel like these, if you were wearing like all black or like just a really like monochrome, like black or white or even gray outfit, these would look like statement-y without being too over the top. And we have Orly's Elysian Fields, which is this greeny brownish color. Most people think this looks like poop, so take that and do with it what you will. I think it's pretty, but it does look gross. And then this is from the Essentials line. This is the Sinful Colors Chamomile Calm, and I cannot put a word to what color this is. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, that's green. Sometimes I'm like, it's brown. It's like, I don't know, but both of these are like kind of dull and muted and dusty enough that you could wear these to work. And even though they are very loud colors in a way because they're so obnoxious and unusual, they're not loud in an unprofessional sense, in my opinion. But take all that with a grain of salt, because like I said, I have never abided by a nail dress code. I've never had to. No one's ever forced me to. So maybe I could be completely off base with all of these, but I do know that when I have to be, like I said earlier, at more professional or subdued types of events, these are colors that I would feel comfortable wearing and not, you know, being too over the top about. So yeah, that is going to be it from me. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you wear to work, and let me know, do you actually have rules and regulations surrounding your nails at work, whether it be the colors you wear, the types of polish you wear, length, anything like that? Because I would love to hear about that and like how you get around it, or, you know, do you only wear polish on the weekends or when you're not in office or whatever? I would love to hear from you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.